bitch! Yo, T.
Hello everyone. With the deaths of the final boss and a recasting of the two main protagonists, Rick and Morty Season 7 has been a reinvention of the show that has appended its own narrative conventions. Additionally, it closed a long-standing story gap from the comics. The comic book series from 2023 revealed that, in the universe, Mr. Goldenfold is just as brilliant in mathematics as Rick. The C-137 variant seemed to be a complete failure. The Alphabetrians, featuring Ice-T, intensify their struggle with the Numbericans in Season 7, Episode 8, Rise of the Numbericans, the movie, which is inspired by action cartoons from the 1980s. This episode not only seems to close the Goldenfold plot hole, but it also takes up a story thread that has been hanging since Get Swifty in Season 2. After changing his name to Water-T, Ice-T travels to Mr. Goldenfold, a math genius, after inheriting a relic that has the power to halt the war and rescue his people. Their C-137 sibling was considered a reject by the multiversal Goldenfolds, but he turned out to be a genius despite his peculiar behavior. In the opening moments of the show, C-137 Mr. Goldenfold engages in his typical shenanigans, claiming that if math didn't exist, the Russians would own all Rubik's Cubes and elephants would become forgetful. As Ice-T shows up with the Eye of Harmony, and need his former high school teacher to interpret it, Mr. Goldenfold plays the role of Rick in this episode, leading Morty on an interplanetary arrest journey to halt the war. Even more so than Rick, things seem to be going more smoothly with Mr. Goldenfold. The math instructor is skilled at maintaining the composure of Water-T and his hostage, Seven, as well as fostering mutual understanding. He urges Morty to acquire the skills necessary to instruct others and gets along well with the pre-alphanumeric glyph race they encounter. This is in keeping with the plot of the 2023 comic book series, which portrayed Goldenfolds as Rick's equal. Rick Sanchez was a well-mannered science instructor in the same reality as the primary antagonist of Goldenfold. Rick became enraged with this opponent Goldenfold because he intended to replace all of the science on C-137 Earth with maths. Assumedly worthless by his bad form, C-137's Goldenfold followed the villainous version of himself, joining him in his terrible scheme that brought actual gods to Earth and ultimately resulted in a race to the edge of the cosmos. Was C-137 Goldenfold concealing his intelligence from everyone? Season 7 addressed a major narrative hole that this intriguing comic storyline created. Although comic book enthusiasts are aware that this isn't the first time the Rick and Morty comics have influenced the program, and it certainly won't be the last, viewers may have thought the episode was a humorous turn for a comedic character. A year-long Rick and Morty event dubbed Finals Week will be introduced by Oni in 2024. It will consist of 5 linked adventures, each of which takes place on a single day during Morty's last week of school. Since the event is expected to alter the series irrevocably, devoted readers who haven't yet started reading the comics may wish to do so in 2024. The fan base of Rick and Morty is passionate about inside jokes, complex mythology, and hidden clues that answer puzzles no one has yet figured out. A whole new level of knowledge about Rick and Morty is revealed by reading up on the comics, particularly on supporting cast members like Mr. Goldenfold.